Hi, I'm Melissa. Welcome to Yoga for Anxiety. Each week, I post 3 new yoga videos, so make sure to subscribe to my channel. Today, I have a gentle yoga class for seniors and beginners. Throughout the class, I'll show different levels of modification. So make sure to listen to your body and choose the level that's right for you today. Let's go ahead and get started. You can sit cross-legged just like I'm sitting right now. Take a moment, scoot around and find your sit bones. Make sure your sit bones are firmly rooted into the earth. Lift your chest, sit up nice and tall. Take both of your hands behind your head and open your elbows wide out to the side. On your next inhale, begin to take your gaze up, open through your chest. As you exhale, round your back and bring your elbows together. Take a deep breath in, begin to open your elbows out wide, take your gaze up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, round through the back and bring the elbows together. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. And then exhale, let it go. Once more, deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Good. Open your elbows wide out to the side. From here, extend your right arm, flex through the palm of your right hand. Take your left hand on top of your head, and then very gently pull your neck to the side. We're coming into a neck stretch here. So you should feel the stretch in your neck and your upper traps. We'll hold here, so continue to breathe into the stretch. Good. Take one more inhale, and then as you exhale, relax both of your hands down to your thighs. We'll do some shoulder shrugs here. So begin to take your shoulders up, back, and down. Do that again. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. And we'll do that twice more. So just continue to move your shoulders in a circular motion. Good. One more time. And relax the shoulders down. Sit up tall. Once again, take both of your hands behind your head. Take your elbows wide out to the sides. On your next inhale, begin to take your gaze up and open through your chest. As you exhale, round through the back, bring the elbows together. Inhale, open the arms, take your gaze up to the sky. And then exhale, round through the back. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Once more, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Take your arms wide out to the side. This time, extend your left hand out to the side. Lengthen through your left arm. Take your right hand on top of your head and then very gently pull your head to the side. We're coming back into that neck stretch. So you should feel the stretch in your neck and your upper trap. Good. Just pause here for a moment. Breathe into this stretch. Let's take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, release both of your hands down to your thighs. We'll do one more set of shoulder shrugs. So when you're ready, take your shoulders up, back, and down. And do that again. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. We're just releasing and relaxing any tension, any tightness that you're holding in the shoulders today. Good. Last time, take the shoulders up, back, and down. Great job. Pause here for a moment. We're going to transition into tabletop pose. So once you're ready, thread your legs behind you. Come up onto all fours. Take a moment, make sure your knees are stacked under your hips, and make sure your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. Spread your fingers out wide, and then take your gaze in front of you. On your next inhale, start to lift your chest. Take your gaze slightly up. And then as you exhale, round through your back and bring your gaze inward. Inhale, lift the chest for cow pose. And then exhale, round the back for cat pose. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Once more, deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Good, you can return to a neutral spine, so come back to tabletop position. From here, rise up onto your knees. So sit up nice and tall on your knees. You have some blocks handy. You can grab your blocks and place them on either side of your mat. From here, take your right leg out in front of you, bend your right knee, and come into a low lunge. You can bring your blocks a little bit closer and use your blocks for support. You can even come up onto your fingertips if that feels better for you. Lift your chest and then roll your shoulders back. We're going to pause here for a moment. Option to come deeper into the stretch. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can bring your right foot a little bit closer to the top of the mat, and then you'll feel the stretch more in your hip flexor. So you'll feel it in the hip flexor, and then you can move your blocks a little bit closer to the top of the mat as well. Good. We're going to pause here for a moment and just breathe into the stretch. Take one more inhale, and then as you exhale, bring both of your knees back together. You can set your blocks off to the side. We'll use those a little bit later in our practice. Come to child's pose. So take your knees wide out to the sides of the mat. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat and relax the forehead down. In child's pose, you can add some gentle movement here and sway your hips and your head from side to side. Once you feel complete, slowly start to rise back up to tabletop position. Come to face the long end of your mat. We're going to come to hero's pose. So grab that block, place it underneath your sit bones. So you're sitting right on the lowest setting of your block. Lift your chest and gently roll your shoulder blades back. Good. From here, take a deep breath in, reach both of your arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer center. Good. Continue that flow with your breath. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring hands to prayer center. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale. And then exhale, let it go. Nice job. If you're sitting on a block, you can remove your block, place that off to the side. And then we're gonna rotate and come to boat pose. So you can keep your knees bent. I'm gonna show you a couple options for boat pose. The first one is to take your hands right behind your hips. Just like I have my hands right now, your fingertips are facing forward. Good, you can start to bend your elbows a little bit and then lower your upper body closer to the mat. So this is level 1. I feel this in my abdominals. Level 2 would be to keep your hands right here and then lift your legs off of the mat. A little bit more challenging here. Level 3 would be to stay here and then lift your hands and reach forward. Keep your chest lifted. Let's just breathe here for a moment. Take one more inhale, and then as you exhale, release down. Nice job. Spread your legs behind you and come to tabletop pose, now facing the opposite direction. So just come up to your hands and your knees, just like we did before. Make sure your knees are stacked under your hips, and then make sure your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. Spread your fingertips out wide. On your next inhale, take your gaze up and lift through your chest. As you exhale, round your back and take your gaze inward. Inhale, rise to cow pose. And then exhale, release to cat pose. Deep breath in, gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, push the ground away from you. Inhale and rise. And then exhale, release. And return to a neutral spine. So come back to tabletop position. From here, rise up onto your knees. So sit up tall on your knees, just like I'm sitting right now. Grab your blocks. If you have your blocks handy, once again, take them on either side of your mat, just like we did before. This time, reach your left foot in front of you. Come into your low lunge stance. So you can put your hands on your blocks, lift through your chest. Remember, you can even come up on your fingertips if that feels good to you. If you'd like to take this stretch a little bit deeper, you can walk your left foot closer to the top of your mat. So again, you're going to feel that stretch in your hip flexor. You can walk your blocks closer to the top of the mat. And let's just pause here for a moment and breathe into this stretch. Good, take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring both of your knees together. You can set your blocks off to the side and come to child's pose. Take your knees wide out to the sides of your mat. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat and relax your forehead down to the earth. Just as we did before, you can add some gentle movement in your child's pose. Gently sway your head and hips from side to side. Once you're ready, find stillness and begin to push yourself up to tabletop position. From here, rotate and come onto your back. So keep your knees bent. You can reach your hands in front of you and then very slowly lower yourself down onto your mat. So use your abdominals here. Take your time, nice and slow. And then once you're lying down, you can find Comfortable position. Hug both of your knees into your chest. So just take your hands around your knees and then gently rock from side to side. Give yourself a little back massage. You can make a circular pattern, or you can move in a figure 8. Just start to move in a way that feels good to your body. Once you're ready, find stillness here. You can release your hands from your legs. And then from here, we're going to come into bridge pose. So for bridge pose, place the palms of your hands down into your mat. You can start to lift your hips off of your mat by squeezing your glutes. And if this feels good to you, you're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, you can interlace your hands underneath your body. Gently rock your shoulder blades underneath you. Engage your glutes to lift your hips, and then very gently squeeze your inner thighs together. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. Let's take one more inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. Slowly lower your hips back down to the earth. We'll come now to happy baby pose. So for happy baby pose, take the soles of your feet up to the sky. You can grab onto the inside soles of your feet. Bend your knees deeply. If this is not available in your body, you can grab onto the outside of your calves and gently pull your calves into your chest. You can also just leave your hands on the mat. So pick an option that feels good in your body. If you'd like, you can add a gentle rock from side to side. Once you feel complete, find stillness in your happy baby pose. Extend your legs out long, reach your arms overhead, and come into a full body stretch. So you're reaching through your fingertips, you're reaching through your toes. And just think about growing long and tall through your entire body. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your arms down, relax your legs, come into a comfortable lying position. We're just coming now to our final Shavasana. So we'll take a minute or two here to relax and release. And close your eyes. That feels good to you. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. And as you notice your breath, I want you to think about beginning to lengthen and expand your breath. So really take your time as you inhale and as you exhale. As you breathe in, think about breathing into your chest, ribs, and belly. And as you exhale, think about releasing breath from your belly, ribs, and chest. Let's do that again. As you inhale in your mind, I want you to think about breathing into your chest, ribs, and belly. And as you exhale, I want you to think about releasing oxygen from your belly, ribs, and chest. So continue that breathing here. And in your mind, you can just say chest, ribs, and belly as you breathe in. And as you exhale, you can repeat belly, ribs, and chest as you breathe out. We'll stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. Take one more long, slow inhale through your chest, ribs, and belly. And then one long, slow exhale from your belly, ribs, and chest. Start to slowly bring some movement and awareness back to your body. So gently begin to move your fingers and your toes. You can gently rock your head from side to side. Begin to open your eyes and then rock onto one side. Use your hand to push yourself up. Come to a seated position. Take your hands to prayer center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.